Liverpool have absolutely smashed Tottenham Hotspur. Absolutely embarrassing. 4-1 on aggregate. They make it to yet another League Cup final. Arne Slot's first final in his first season at Liverpool. We're going to talk about what that means in a massive, massive match against Newcastle United very, very soon. And we're going to break down all the goals. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Would really appreciate it. An overview has to be that a few changes were made in this game. Very interesting. Curtis Jones in more of a deeper midfield position, linking up with Szoboszlai, Darwin Núñez down the middle. So there's a little bit of rotation. Obviously, Conor Bradley coming in for the injured Trent as well. So there's a little bit of rotation. Kelleher in goal. But the drop-off, there is no drop-off, basically. When you say drop-off in football, when you talk about Liverpool, it's just rotation. I feel like the first 3, 4, 5 players off the bench, the main guys off the bench, they're all at a level they could all arguably be starting in these big games. They could all arguably be starting in the final in a few weeks' time. Thinking about the FA Cup run that Liverpool could go on as well, Plymouth Argyle, the Champions League. This Liverpool side are potentially on for a quadruple. It's absolutely mental when you think about it, based on the way the side is in terms of Jurgen Klopp leaving, the transitional nature of bringing quite a few players in at the back end of Jurgen Klopp's time. Arne Slot comes in, makes no transfers, none that hit of his identity of his own, and he works with the squad and gets Liverpool to a League Cup final already. Absolutely incredible scenes, and a large part of it has to be down to Arne Slot using the squad, understanding when he can rotate, and how he can keep Liverpool firing at this level for such a sustained amount of time. I feel like they've been actually getting better, slowly getting better throughout the start of February, back end of January. They've not really dipped, to be honest with you. You feel like you look at Arsenal, you look at Man City, little moments of quality, Chelsea, little moments of a spell of quality, 3, 4, 5 game unbeaten streak maybe. City certainly had that, Arsenal as well. And then at any minute, it could end. Look at what happened to Arsenal after beating Man City, getting smashed by Newcastle United 4-0 on aggregate. This Liverpool side is so consistent. It's absolutely incredible, and it's all down to the manager. It's all down to the manager as an overview. But yeah, as I said, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai linking up beautifully as well, laying things off to each other. Gravenberch in the second half with an unbelievable chance that hit the bar. You're just thinking this midfield maestro is just controlling football matches at such a high level. He's been such an impressive player to watch this season, no question about it. Let's just start off with the goals. Obviously, the first goal coming from Cody Gakpo. Salah calls in absolute havoc from the right. You could argue he's basically directly responsible for all the goals today, maybe except for Virgil van Dijk directly. But you're talking, on some level, his fingerprints are all over this Liverpool side. Even in any game, it feels like the consistency of Salah's performances are absolutely outrageous. Cutting in from the right-hand side, causing havoc. The ball drops to Cody Gakpo with a great finish. I feel like Cody Gakpo's nailed that spot on now. Jota obviously got injury concerns. Chiesa in and out. Darwin Núñez for me isn't the start. I think Cody Gakpo off the left, being that guy that can kind of mop up any chances, cutting in on his right foot and creating things. I think he was great today, Cody Gakpo. I do feel that goal was very, very important, because whatever you say about Spurs, I don't think they were that bad. The 4-0 looks embarrassing. The way you managed the game in the final 20 minutes is a little bit embarrassing. The flatness of multiple, so many players today had such bad performances. The midfield got absolutely cooked. Thought Jed Spence had a decent game today, actually. Son created a chance. That's about it. Kulusevski as well made some openings. But ultimately, Liverpool just, they grew into the game. They didn't blow away Spurs in the first 5-10 minutes thinking they needed to score early to make the game level. They knew the goal was coming, and once that goal was coming, they knew that Spurs, being the way they are as a football club, had no serious intention and gravity and weight and fight and this kind of belief that they're going to get to the final and also win it. There's no point getting to the final if you're not even sure you're going to win it against Newcastle United. At least Liverpool think they're going to win it when they get to Wembley. And I'm sure Newcastle fans hope and think they're going to win it as well. Spurs would have got to the final and wasted the opportunity, wasted the day out for another set of fans that could have gone instead. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Second half, Mohamed Salah with a penalty. Great penalty. Darwin Núñez brought down. It's a beautiful ball from Mohamed Salah from Kinski, who's having an absolute nightmare since he's joined. Every time I've watched him, I thought he's been shocking for Spurs. They somehow brought in a terrible keeper to replace their injured terrible keepers. Great penalty. Mohamed Salah's numbers are outrageous, what he's doing this season. And I can't believe there's any. We're creeping into February. We're creeping into a Saudi Arabia transfer for Mohamed Salah. Absolutely criminal, absolutely disgusting on so many levels. If you're a Liverpool fan, maybe he doesn't want to stay at the club, but the way he's playing, it looks like he wants to stay. The creativity, it's not even just about the goal today or even the direct assist, but it's like the link-up play, the energy, the ruthlessness in goal, in front of goal. He's playing like a 25-year-old, like he's got everything to prove to Jurgen Klopp when he first came in. And instead, he's like, in mid-30s, close to mid-30s, doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. And he's the hardest working player on the pitch. It's a testament to what a seasoned pro at the highest level needs to be doing at this level. Absolutely outrageous. Dominic Szoboszlai with an unbelievable... I mean, this is what Liverpool did to Bournemouth. This is what Liverpool have been doing for weeks now. This kind of passing and moving. It is McAllister plays it into Conor Bradley. Almost plays it first time, I think it is, into Szoboszlai with a beautiful finish. This Liverpool side, yes, they can control the game, keep it calm, keep it level-headed. They can be a little bit ruthless on the counter-attack, but the weird spells in a game in between where it's not quite a counter-attack. Liverpool got the ball, but they just go from 0 to 100 in terms of speed and intensity of the passing through the lines. Bang, into Szoboszlai. It's a great finish. And the way they move the ball with such confidence is scary. It is scary. They could do this to any side in Europe, let alone Tottenham Hotspur. And the speed of which they scored that third goal was mesmeric. Reminds me of the second Bournemouth goal on the weekend. It was absolutely outrageous. Arne Slot is the best counter-attacking manager in European football. Surely this side is the best counter-attacking side in European football. Dangerous. You almost don't want the ball. If you're Liverpool, you almost don't want the ball. So when you do get it, you can kind of quickly react like a counter-puncher. Just quickly react and get the ball into the net, almost walking it as soon as possible. Absolutely outrageous. And then Virgil van Dijk, who obviously scored against Chelsea in the League Cup final at Wembley to win Liverpool the League Cup with the kids. Jurgen Klopp's send-off must have been about a year ago now, which is crazy. And then he scores to make it 4-0. It's a rout. It's embarrassing. The trophy's earmarked for Liverpool Football Club. Newcastle will put up a fight. They'll be organised. Isak is a threat. But this Liverpool side, I think, are 90% favourites to win this game. It's just the nature of the beast. There aren't many upsets in the League Cup finals, really. And I think Liverpool are going to... chance they win the final 5-0, 4-0. Seriously. And that's no disrespect to Newcastle. But they're on such fine form, Liverpool. It's outrageous. I don't want to slag off Spurs too much. Still quite a few injuries. But they did actually have quite a few fit players available. It's just big gaps in the midfield. Not sure how to approach the game. Do you take it to 60, 70 minutes with a game plan of keeping it 0-0? Once that evaporates in the 34th minute, what can you do? And Ange doesn't have a back plan, a plan B. Doesn't have anything, does he? It might be curtains. I think this competition, a couple of losses in the league, which could happen. I think the Brentford result turned it around for Spurs a little bit, but he's hanging on by a thread. This will be very disappointing for Daniel Levy because there's a lot of quality on the pitch today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Liverpool, massive favourites to pick up the first trophy in the English football calendar. The League Cup against Newcastle United very, very soon. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you very, very soon.